Good morning, everybody. I want to talk today about closing strategies for insurance quotes. So many times when we're working with team members, they present the quote, and remember, we're only going to do that over the phone. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that there is no other way. We do not email quotes without a conversation. And that's because we're literally putting so much complicated information into the hands of someone that doesn't understand it. I equate that to this. Imagine your doctor emails you a medical prognosis. What are you thinking? You're going to WebMD, you're trying to understand it. And honestly, you're making a lot of decisions without counsel. And so we don't want to do that. We always want to have a conversation because hopefully we're also providing people multiple options. This is such a great way to upsell. And what it does is it empowers the consumer to understand more about their insurance. It's not take it or leave it. It's let me share with this and let me show you what this looks like. And then they understand the difference between the two. Huge sales strategy to make people feel comfortable, number one. And number two, you get this thing that we call the soft yes. If I'm giving you 2 or 3 options, you're somewhere in the conversation going to tell me the one that you're leaning towards. That gives me a green light. And the green light is this. Many people assume that someone wants to look at the quote. Now, there's a few personality types out there that might, but let the consumer ask for it. Don't say, okay, I'm going to send this to you so you can look at it and think about it and let me know. That's absolutely the world's worst closing technique. Think about it and let me know. Somebody going to go home and spread your quote out on their dining room table with a glass of wine and a highlighter? No. And you've just invited doubt into the conversation. Well, should I be thinking about something? Maybe I should get another quote. You need to instead lead the client to the next step. And leading them to the next step would look something like, well, since I've been able to solve your major concerns, what credit card did you want to use to set up the down payment? And then you zip it. Another option would be, our next step would be to go ahead and get the application signed. What's the best email address for me to send that to? Zip it. And what you need to really be thinking is that next step. So don't feel like this is awkward or salesy. You might be waiting for the client to tell you yes, like without a call to action. But the reality is most people need that little call to action. When you call someone into action, you're saving them so much time too. Again, most people don't want to deal with their insurance, so we can take it off their list of things to do, and they don't call another agent or wait for another agent's quote. So it's critical that on every sales call, we have a call to action. And when we're doing this, it's important to practice too. I don't want anybody winging it and feeling so horrible that they never do it again. You just need to find that 1 or 2 statements that you can just kind of pop in there, great. So since option 2 is the way we're going to go, where do you want me to send the application? And if you zip it, you get the power of an objection that you can work through. When you say, think about it and let me know, you have no idea really what that client is thinking. You may have a gut instinct, but our gut can be wrong. So another tip I want to give you, and this is from Stephen Harrington from Cross Insurance, and it took me a little while to get through it, but it's just saying at the end of the statement, fair enough. And I know that might sound kind of funny, but if you lay down, well, hey, so looking at everything, I know you like this option. Why don't we go ahead and get that started? Fair enough? Most people will say yes, because saying no, it's not fair enough is kind of awkward. So you'll get more yeses just simply by putting a few key statements together. But every agency needs this. So they need, and salespeople need the option of what to say to conclude the sale. If you just start doing this, you'll hear more yeses, but most importantly too, your sale will speed up. No one loves follow-up, no one, I promise you, it's literally the worst. So if you can limit your follow-up, you win in the long run. And that's our sales tip for today. Is training your insurance team on your mind? If not, it should be. Your team is your largest investment of the agency. And when they aren't trained with the best practices, you're not exactly leading the team the way you should be. Training can be difficult, right? Sometimes people aren't bought in. There's never enough time, and it can be costly. But we've solved that problem here at Agency Performance Partners. We have an online school with sales training, retention training, time management training, how to turn inbound calls into opportunities, and how to reduce remarketing. And we're adding a new course every single quarter. This can be done on your own time, and the videos are generally under 10 minutes. There's workbooks, role-playing videos, scripts. It's super interactive. For many agencies, they pop the video on during their team meeting and then use the discussion questions in the workbook, so you can take your team meetings to the next level. Oh, and did we mention cost? It's only $245 a month. And what that means is your team gets access to the subscription of training and all the trainings we add. Or if you prefer, we have some trainings you can buy outright. But not training your team, there's no excuse, because now we have a solution to an industry-wide problem. You can hop onto our website and look for the Agency Performance Pack, and that will get you there so that way you can go ahead and start training your team. You can get your subscription right on our website and get access to the courses immediately. Each one even includes a manager section, and many of them include setup guides with AMS 360, HawkSoft, QQ Solutions, and Applied Epic. We're consistently updating those training guides as well. So, what's the excuse now? Just go over to our website, get started today. Any questions? Let us know. We're happy to help. But an untrained team is costing you, your clients, time, money, energy, and stifling your growth. So let's tackle that this quarter. Let's get it going. Hopefully, we'll be welcoming you as a new student in our school.